The Day of Black Sun was thought to be the pinnacle of Avatar The Last Airbender, the fight we've all been waiting for with a plan that could not fail. But Team Avatar and their friends lost the battle before they even set foot on Fire Nation's soil. Still, I believe they could have won on that day if they just changed a few things before the invasion or even during it. Welcome back to the Casual TV channel, and let's get right into the video. The first flaw in the plan was assuming that the Fire Nation had no idea the invasion was coming. If we wanted to reach, we could blame Sokka for that one, since he told the Earth King to trust the Kyoshi warriors, and I mean he should have, if they were the real Kyoshi warriors. Still, you'd think he'd at least want to check in with Suki before dipping the Chameleon Bay. If he does this, then we're going to have a bang out right in front of the king, and the winner gets Ba Sing Se. Now I know that one is more unlucky than Sokka's fault, so we'll give him a pass on that. But I am not giving a pass for the Earth King, who literally should have told the gang that he accidentally told Azula about the invasion. But if we're being honest, there were so many chances for the Fire Nation to find out about the attack. They captured the generals with Longtime, and they captured Katara when she was delivering the plans to the Earth King himself. All signs were pointing to the Fire Nation knowing about the invasion well before the fight took place. The invasion plan itself wasn't a terrible idea given the information they had. They fought their way all the way to the palace, even if that's exactly what the Fire Nation wanted. But if they realized the enemy was already prepared, they could have taken a completely different approach. If they realized the Fire Nation knew they were coming like they should have, they almost should have tunneled underneath the Fire Nation troops, kind of like how Aang, Sokka, and Toph do to find the Fire Lord. They got a bunch of Earthbenders in the army, and I think they have more than enough skill to tunnel through. Even if they didn't tunnel all the way there since the beach, just cutting through the mountain instead of climbing up all the way to the top would have saved some time. Not to mention it would have protected them from the raining fireballs overhead. That would have kept the Fire Nation guessing, giving Team Avatar control of the battlefield, and even spared Dakota from being injured earlier in the fight. Just a random thought too, they could have used it as an escape plan too, possibly, except they really had nowhere to go except underground, but they could have hid under there instead of just getting captured as prisoners. Adding to the tunnel idea, I think they should have utilized Aang more before sending him to see the Fire Lord. They wanted him to fight the Fire Lord during the eclipse anyway, so there's really no reason to send him ahead of the whole army to go find him. So why not just look for him a little bit before the eclipse even starts? He could have been used to wipe out most of the firebenders with airbending and in the battlements themselves. And after they lost, instead of retreating to the submarines, they could have tried holding the royal palace itself. Think about it. The palace is the Fire Nation's most important location. If Team Avatar had managed to take and hold it, even temporarily, it could have disrupted the Fire Nation's leadership and maybe even forced them into some negotiations. Even though we know that Ozai wouldn't. Ozai couldn't rally his people if his capital was under siege. All in all, the plan was not terrible. I would have liked them to ask for help from the Northern Water Tribe. I feel like they would have jumped at that opportunity to attack the Fire Nation. And they also could have found some of those Earth Kingdom rebels from the Return to Omashu episode. Hokoto's already picking up a bunch of random characters anyway. Why not send some messages to see if they'll meet them there too? At the end of the day, the Fire Nation executed their defense flawlessly. For Team Avatar, the plan wasn't bad, but it failed because they ignored the biggest factor. The Fire Nation knew they were coming. With just a few adjustments, victory was right there for the taking. So what do you think? What would you have done to change Sokka's strategy during the Day of Black Sun? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more. For daily posts and discussions, check out my TikTok and Facebook pages. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.